And other information we really wanted to know that you also became the vice president of Students Parliament in the 23-24 session. There are effective works are went in that session. So, how you felt before and after becoming a VP at here?
So yeah, I was part of the parliament in the 22-23 session also.
Yeah.
So and it was the first parliament after the COVID times. So
Yeah.
it was too much chaotic. So people didn't knew what exactly, how exactly the things happened because of New Year break. There were no proper seniors to guide the things. So it was just like starting the parliament wall from the scratch. A proper reset happened during the COVID period. So at that time we identified a lot of problems. So everything were new to the entire team, and at that point, so the next election phase came, and while contesting for the elections, so actually I am the first student in the IIT BHU who became the vice president in the pre-final year. So all the vice presidents still today uh, go to the position in their final year. So yeah, while contesting for the election, it was the challenging part because my seniors were also contesting against me, and they were trying to push me into the post of assistant vice president, and they told that next year. But I was critically sure that if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this year only. So I had my career and my things planned in such a way. And I thought that doing the being the vice president in the pre-final year will get me more time to deliver things to the college, and I guess it worked right for me itself.
Congratulations, yeah. From fourth year, it's much difficult to become a VP for anyone. Actually, Bhaiya became from fourth year. That's one of the greatest achievements for the pre-final students. Also wanted to know, Bhaiya, we know that many things happened in that session, and there is a huge effective people are there who tell us that in Pranav Suresh Bhaiya's session, there are many things happened. Whatever the library or these barricadings, security things, and many things. I know. If better, I can hear from you all those things.
Yeah.
What are the things you done in that session?
So yeah, while starting the tenure, so it was not Pranav Suresh tenure, it was Student Parliament 2023-24 tenure.
Yes.
First of all, and while starting the tenure, our plan was just to make people say this thing that you just said now.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we checked for all the previous works done by the Parliament till the starting of the Student Parliament around 2015. And we aim to be the best parliament session till in date in IIT BHU. And I guess we achieved that also. And while doing of the things, as I mentioned, when we started, there were a lot of things that were unsorted. A lot of things that used to happen before the COVID era were stopped. There were no proper channels for a lot of things. So our main aim while starting was to create a base for everything, structure out all the student activities, all the PORs, how the things work. So maintain a certain level of hierarchy and order in all sort of things. The second thing was there were a lot of problems regarding the hostels, security, etc. Mainly on the basic amenities that should have been there. So we were focusing on that type of things, and all those things that we planned for the whole tenure. But surprisingly, we were able to complete the 90% of the things by December. And after December, we actually revised all the plans, making it an extended part till April. And then the election got postponed, so we again revised the exact plans, and we extended till August. So some of the main things that I could say is like regarding the hostel sector. Let me start with. So the water cooler issue was the most relevant issue since the last 7 to 8 years in IIT BHU.
Definitely.
So yeah, in our tenure, we bought these RO water coolers into the hostels, and we created a proper system for the maintenance of all this stuff, including the IWD and the cow office, and things like fogging, spraying, etc. were done by a third party. So we made the institute to purchase these machines and become more self-sufficient regarding the fogging and all those stuffs. And some exciting things were the installation of the sanitary napkin vending machines, the vending machines, and the water cooler. washing machines that happened recently. So these things, the planning of these things happened in May. The washing machine was something that was taken as a huge initiative by then the cow, the R.K. Upadhyay sir. And vending machine, they actually approached me through the LinkedIn, and then we started off with thinking. And yeah, so
So all
these
the
were
proposals happened in that session
Yeah.
only. Okay.
So the thing was that it was installed now.
Yeah,
So
it's
you know the
installed.
bureaucratic system. So
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
will happen so quickly within 1 month.
Yeah.
And these were some of the things that was kind of unorthodox. The main thing that happened there was it was very hard to convince the professors regarding all those stuffs. And initially for the vending machine itself, it went through a tenure. Then he convinced that this thing cannot be actually processed through a tenure because it comes from companies which are in their startup phase. So the tenure has a lot of criteria that a startup cannot actually get into. So then we convinced the people, and around in the last week of July, I guess, the things were processed and signed, and the installation started from the end of August, I guess. August or the mid of September. So yeah, that's a thing that we're really proud of, and it actually happened. So every year when Parliament goes on, it's like handing over the things. Something that happened in our tenure were initiated by the previous Parliament, just like the creation of the dustbins inside the college. So that was initiated in the Radu Bhaiya's time in 2023-24, and so something we initiated like these washing machines, vending machines happened during the next tenure. So that's a team. That's how the passing on activity works.
Yeah.
And some of the things, like you can see now we are sitting in the ground. So these grounds didn't had lights since the last year. So yeah, regarding ADV or coming to the Gymkhana grounds, so we used to install lights by a vendor when some activities happened here. Now we have these high-burst lights installed and properly working, and this was some of the greatest achievements that we had in our tenure. The last
we are just knowing by seeing your facial expressions, all that, how much hard work you put in on all those.
Yeah, so it's actually checking on what the actual student pain points are and working on to resolve them. So in the 2023-24 there was an issue in the Kashi Yatra regarding the security and stuff. So regarding the security of the fest also, we went on maintaining that proper basic infrastructure, like which made a proper fencing around the ADV grounds, installed the lights, installed the major gates there, and all those stuffs were done thinking on such a way that it should be beneficial for the coming generations.
Definitely.
So some of the things were even done in the end of our tenures, but it's always like when you are doing something, you are creating a landmark there. You are creating a statement through your activities.
Definitely.
So it's something that your coming generations, the next parliaments would be looking into and doing likewise. So that's the thing that we majorly focused. And regarding the security, now around more than 10 CR rupees is being invested into installing the centralized CCTV facility into the entire college. And regarding the guards also, so there are a lot of changes. New guards are hired, and in our tenure, it was the first time ever in the history of IIT female guards were recruited. So it was really necessary for the students, especially in girls' hostel. So that's also something that we are actually proud of, being of the pink boots, the help from the police. And regarding the fest also, we created a proper standard operating procedure to how to deal with the police. So at the 2023-24, it was some of the mistakes done by the team, or just because they didn't knew what exactly happened. So we analyzed those mistakes. We took something from the past before the pre-COVID era, and we created something. We thought something that this would be better at this time, and then went on with those plans. And I guess altogether it was really interesting. And regarding the academics also, there were things like the minor system were implemented before our era, and there was this CSE subjects are not given to all students for the open electives and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So that actually, when we discuss with the students, we realize that it's not fair, because coming from any branch, that now the CSE related subjects are relevant in all types of branches. So this
Definitely.
proposal is given to the Senate. I guess it's in processing, and by next semester or next year, I think that would get implemented. It depends on how the current parliament is following up on
Also,
the things.
we talked with the sirs, no officials, and to include AI subjects in every department, because it's much important for many departments.
Yeah, so it depends. Like, so while working on parliament, it's equally important to. There are a lot of things that people won't actually see that you are doing.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that people actually see, and then you get praised by that. But the most effort needed work is the thing that people don't actually see, and that's really impactful to the students. Especially speaking of, we gave the proposal for the international relations cell and the faculty in charge, or the dean of international relations, and that was approved in our tenure. And we have the international relations cell now, and a similar proposal was also given for the specific office for industry relations.
Okay.
So yeah, when it comes to the NIRF ranking, or how a college is analyzed and evaluated, all these things come very much relevant. Though people or the students don't focus on those things. They just realize, yeah, are we getting water? Are our hostel clean? Is everything maintained? But it doesn't increase the NIRF ranking. So regarding those, we have to do such things. We have to make collaborations. I think in my tenure, we had meetings with 2-3 embassies regarding this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So the people were coming. Meetings happen with the ministry. Meeting happen with the embassy, local administration, and all those things. It gets really much hectic also. So yeah, and now I guess in the last December, the faculty in charge for international industrial relations is also approved by the institute. So that's the thing that we initiated at that time, and it's getting implemented this time. So that's how the institute bureaucracy works. It takes time to get things done. So we can give a proposal, and we cannot expect that the next day they are going to just turn the button on.
So we are lucky that our session is lucky that we feel like you has done all these things.
Yeah.